So, today is the 1st of July 2024. Another early one, it's only 2:30. But I thought I'd do a bit of a different video today. So, not much has happened work wise, just a few client calls. Got a 9 to 5 call later. I don't even want to think about that anyway. The reason I'm doing this video is because we're halfway through the year. 6 months have passed, been and gone, they've flown by. And I thought it'd be cool to just sort of sit and reflect and look at what's happened over the past 6 months, because 6 months doesn't sound like a lot of time and it doesn't feel like a lot of time, but so much happens. And if I think of my 6 months, they've been crazy. They've been like absolutely unbelievable. And like I've been like so happy and grateful and proud of myself with the progress that I've made. But I think it's important to like sometimes sit down and just reflect on what's happened and how it's gone and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's it's actually unbelievable. Like to think the start of 6 months ago, the start of the year, I had zero clients. I had zero income from this. Didn't really know how to do the service. My sales wasn't great. My people skills weren't what they are now. Like all of this stuff was so far behind. When I actually sit there and think, it's crazy how much I've done and like how far I've actually pushed this in the space of 6 months, to the point where I can leave my 9 to 5, to the point where I feel extreme, like undeniably confident in what I'm doing, my sales skills, my service delivery, to now be able to leave. And it's just mad, like the progress. Like you just would never, I don't know, you just would, it just sort of happens. You don't expect it. And I guess like the last 18 months before that, sweating my bollocks off trying to figure this agency stuff out. And then in 6 months it just all turns around. And I think it just shows you like what you can do if you really put your mind to it, and you just have undeniable belief in yourself. You're delusional in the fact that you have no choice but to make it work, and you just fucking go for it and you don't give up and you don't stop. And now don't get me wrong, I've still got a long way from to where I want to be, but I'm very proud of like how far I've come. And I think, yeah, just looking back is crazy. And I think like the message I want to give today is like what have you done with your year so far? Are you 10 times better? Are you at least 2 times better than where you started at the start of the year? Are you in the same place? Now, the change doesn't need to be crazy. It doesn't need to mean you're leaving your job or making tons of money. It can even just be that you're 1% better. You're a tiny bit better at sales. You're a tiny bit better at your marketing or running ads or whatever it is in your entrepreneurial journey, whatever it is, are you better at it? And I think when I look back to me even a few years ago, I would waste my time. Like my time alive, I was wasting it. Just getting pissed, going to the pub, drinking. I was training, chasing girls, scrolling all day. Like it was just a shit existence. And 6 months ago, or 6 months, when 6 months passed a few years ago, nothing changed in my life. What changed? Maybe I got a bit stronger in gym, okay, bit of progress. That was literally it. It was like every week I was waiting for the week to end. I was waiting for the clock to tick by, because I wanted the next day to come, because everything was so shit. And it's just mad, the change. Like even the situation I'm in now, right? Sometimes I overlook it because I'm aiming so high. But when I really sit and think about it, what I wanted this time a year ago, 2 years ago, I wanted so desperately to get out of this job. Like I fucking hated it with my guts. I hated my situation. I hated that I had no money. I hated that I was so reliant on this job. I just didn't like it. I just fucking hated my situation. And this is why I recorded it as well, right? Because I haven't just, I'm not recording this just for the fucking sake of recording it. I'm recording it, one, for me to look back on, to remind myself where I've come, what I was like before. But two, for all of you guys watching it, to show you, I was just a normal guy. 3 years ago, I was working in Nando's. 2 years ago, I fucking hated everything about my situation. The fact that I had no money, the fact that I was just stuck in this dead end job. Well, I saw it as dead end. And 2 years later, I'm quitting my 9 to 5 and going full time and taking a plunge in my business. And it wasn't that I didn't have the potential or I couldn't do it. It's just the way our brains are conditioned and wired to just be an average person, just be a worker, just go get on the train each day, go to work. That's how we're wired, but that's not how I want to live my life. That's not how I want my reality to be. And what I want to show you is that yours doesn't have to be like that either. You can see, go through my videos. I've posted every day this year. Almost. I started mid January, but I've posted pretty much every day since then, from videos back to 2022. And you can see me then. I had no skill set. I had no knowledge. If you listen to even how I talk, I sound like a fucking idiot. I had a dodgy trim. And the progress, you just can't even compare it. And like I said, what I'm trying to show you here is you can literally do whatever you want with your life. You've just got to believe it's possible, and you've got to work relentlessly and delusionally to make it happen. And I think we hold ourselves back so much. We really do. And again, it's the way you're brought up. It's the way you're conditioned. It's the way the 9 to 5 conditions you anyway. But what you've got to understand is that you can literally do anything in this world. And I didn't understand that. I didn't appreciate that for so long. And it wasn't until I sort of sat down with my mentor and spoke to him, and I realised, fucking hell, he's just a normal guy. He's just worked extremely hard at one thing. He's got all this success, all this money. So it is possible. Everything's possible, and it's crazy. The reason I'm doing this video as well today is just for me as well, to just sit down and reflect and look at how far I've come. The start of Jan, like I said, no clients, no fucking knowledge of anything. I've read a book a week this whole year. I've made over 10k. I've done all this shit. I've made over 10k in the space of 3 months of actually pushing for clients. Two 5k months, and then 1k and something, and I can't remember the other month, but yeah, it's just mad. Let me actually go back now. And what I want to look at is my videos from the start, what the titles were. But yeah, it's just, like I said, I just want to show you, you can literally fucking do anything in this world. So, November 2022, cold calling. December 2022, service delivery, first sales call, sales calls, try and monk mode, balancing the 9 to 5. Even if you just watch the videos, how I talk, how I come across, the things I'm saying, you'd realise how far I've come, even the way I talk, even the knowledge I have, the way I think. But like I said, I just want to show people you can fucking do whatever you want with your life. And it pisses me off because so many people are just conditioned to just be normal, just be average, just fucking get a job, go to the pub, suck on a plastic tube that fucking kills you, get a girlfriend that fucking controls you, and that's it, that's your life. But I want to show people there's so much more to life, and there's so much more you can do, and that's why I'm doing this. And look, you can see my progress, you can go through my videos, but yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy how far I've come and what I've done. And yeah, it's cool. I don't want to ramble on too much, but essentially what I'm trying to say is like, I'm extremely happy with how far I've come. My progress for the first half of the year has been fucking phenomenal. The second half, I want double what I've done the first half because I'm leaving my job. I'm in a better spot with my content, my own marketing stuff. So I'm ready to really fucking push this now. So big 6 months coming up for me. And for anyone watching this, how are you spending your 6 months? What are you doing? Was your 6 months worth shouting about? And if it weren't, what are you going to do to make the second 6 months better? But yeah, hope that helped some people out there. Hope that inspired you. Now I've got to jump on a 9 to 5 call for some shitty tasks she's given me, which there's no even a point. I'm not even gonna fucking do it. I'm going on holiday in. My brain's fucking froze. In like 7, 8, or like 9 hours. I'm leaving to get on the fucking plane to go to the airport. So yeah, I've got to put on a smiley face for the last couple of weeks with that bitch, and we can leave. But yeah, cool. Smash the next 6 months.